Sai Ram students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn Geography, third chapter, Comparing a Globe and a Map Field Visit. But before starting, let's take a short recap of previous lesson, that was second chapter. Let us use the gratitude. In it we have seen the location and the extent, important parallels and meridians, temperature zones and pressure belts, diversity in plant and animal life, Greenwich meridian, the international dateline, and great circle. And now let's study comparing a globe and a map. This is a picture of a globe. This is a picture of map. Students, you have to compare these two pictures. Now, how will you do it? Students, just have a look at this presentation.
This is the world map. A map is a two-dimensional device for studying geography. Now, dimensional means a measurement of length, width or height. This is length, width or height, you can say. Two-dimensional objects means a surface having two dimensions. Length and width is called two-dimensional. A map can be used to study regions of limited extent. You can see here, see, regions are shown here on the map. Students, this is a globe. It is a miniature model of Earth. It is a representative of entire Earth. It is spherical in shape. Spherical means round in shape. You can see this is round in shape. It has three-dimensional device for studying geography. Now, three-dimensional means an object having three dimensions such as length,
Width
and thickness, you can say. They are called three-dimensional objects. Students, now we will be comparing a globe with a map. Students, see, a map is flat and a globe is spherical like a ball. It's round, spherical like a ball. A map allows us to see entire area of the earth at the same time. See, you can see entire area is being seen at the same time. But a globe allows us to see only one side at a time. You can see, students, only one side is seen at a time. Other side is not being seen. Is it clear? Yes. A map can be used to study a particular area in detail. We want to study here this area, we can study it in detail, or this area we can study it in detail. Now, a globe can be called a model of Earth because it's, see, like our Earth. It's round in shape, it's like our Earth. So we can say it's a model of Earth.
Now the next is Compare a map and a globe. Answer the following questions. Students, with the help of the diagram shown and the video explained, we are going to solve some questions. The first question, which device is flat? Yes. What will be the answer? Yes. Answer is a map is flat. You have seen in the video. Now the next question, which device is spherical? Yes, a globe is spherical. Now the third question, which of these devices allows you to see the entire area of the earth at the same time? Yes, what will be the answer? And the answer is a map allows us to see the entire area of the earth at the same time. Yes, students? Now the next, fourth question, which device allows you to see only one side of the earth at a time? What will be the answer? Yes, very good. A globe allows us to see only one side of the earth at a time. Now the next, which device can be used for studying a particular region in detail? What will be the answer? Yes, a map can be used for studying a particular region in detail. Very good. Next, which device can be called a model of the earth? Yes, come on, fast, recollect. What will be the answer? Good, a globe can be called a model of the earth. Students, now we are going to see the next one, two-dimensional object. What is two-dimensional object? A surface having two dimensions, length and width, is called two-dimensional object. Now dimension means a measurement of the length, width or height is known as dimension. Now for example, paper, blackboard, tabletop, land, etc. Those are two-dimensional objects. Understand? Students, now next, what are three-dimensional objects? We have seen two-dimensional objects. Now we'll see three-dimensional objects. What are three-dimensional objects? An object having three dimensions such as length, width, height or thickness is called three-dimensional object. For example, a duster, box, glass, pot, hill, the moon, etc. Now next, maps. Maps are two-dimensional. Now two-dimensional means length, width or height. Maps can be used to study the whole world or also regions of limited extent. Means limited area. Map can be used to study the whole world or limited area. Now what is a map? Yes, come on, tell. What is a map? Yes, map are two-dimensional. Maps can be used to study the whole world or also regions of limited extent. Next, a globe. A globe is three-dimensional. Three-dimensional means length, width, height. Next, it is a representative model of the entire earth. Now this model represents our entire earth. Now what is a globe? Yes, come on, tell children. What is a globe? Yes, a globe is three-dimensional. It is a representative model of the entire earth. Now the next is a field visit. What is a field visit? A field visit is an important method of studying geography. Now, which is an important method of studying geography? Yes, students, a field visit. Now, the next, field visit help us to understand the geographical and social conditions of a place. It means it provides an opportunity to directly interact with local peoples and understand their position. So, tell me, how field visit help us? Yes, field visit help us to understand the geographical and social condition of place. And so, in field visit, information can be collected by questionnaires and interviews. Questionnaire means to ask questions. Students, now next is Eartha. What is Eartha? Eartha is the largest operational globe in the world. Operational globe means functioning globe means Eartha is the largest functioning globe in the world. Which is the largest operational globe in the world? Yes, Eartha is the largest operational globe in the world. Now the next, second point. It is housed at Yarmouth in the state of Maine in the United States of America. Where is Eartha housed at? Yes, Eartha is housed at Yarmouth in the state of Maine in the United States of America. Now the next point is, third point, the rotation and revolution speed of this globe is maintained as per that of Earth. How is the rotation and revolution speed maintained of Eartha? Yes, the rotation and revolution speed of Eartha is maintained as per that of the Earth. Very good. Next, this is the picture of Eartha. Yes, what we have seen about Eartha? Eartha is the largest operational globe in the world. It is housed at Yarmouth in the state of Maine in the United States of America. The rotation and revolution speed of this globe is maintained as per that of the Earth. Yes, You understand, student? Very good. Now let's see what we have learned today. We have learned two-dimensional objects, then three-dimensional objects, maps, a globe, a field visit, and Artha. Now let's do activity. Question 1. Name any two. You have to name each two-dimensional object. Yes, paper and blackboard. Very good. Now the next one, three-dimensional object. Yes, come on fast. Recollect and give the answer. The moon or duster. Very good. Next, device used for studying geography. And answer is map, globe. Very good. We have seen the comparison of map and globe. Next question. Read the following statements and correct the wrong ones. First question. The moon is three-dimensional. Yes? Who will tell the answer? Is it right or wrong? Yes? Right. Very good. Now the next. A globe can be used to study regions of limited extent. Yes, is it right or wrong? Wrong. Then what will be the right statement? A globe cannot be used to study regions of limited extent. Yes, students, it's all for today. We will end the session here. And Sai Ram, thank you.